Manchester United legend Paul Scholes believes that Kobbie Mainoo's playing style resembles that of Zidane. Lamine Yamal's father was seriously stabbed. 1. Paul Scholes, Kobbie Mainoo plays like Zidane. Manchester United legend Paul Scholes sees a reflection of Zinedine Zidane in Kobbie Mainoo. At the young age of 19, Kobbie Mainoo is experiencing a surge in his career. The English star has become a central figure both for the national team and Manchester United, just a year after his debut. The pinnacle of Mainoo's performances includes his brilliant display that helped the Red Devils defeat Manchester City in the FA Cup final and propelled England to the final match of Euro 2024. Manchester United legend Paul Scholes is one of the former professionals most impressed by Mainoo. The former Red Devils star even remarked that the young English player possesses qualities similar to Zidane. Zidane is often seen as the ideal model for any player in the central midfield position, known for his smooth ball handling, unpredictability, and ambidexterity. In an interview with The Guardian, Scholes stated, "Mainoo is the closest I have seen to Zidane in terms of his ball handling and dribbling. The first time I saw Mainoo play, I was struck by his terrifying calmness. I couldn't believe a 19-year-old could perform like that," Scholes added, asserting that Mainoo was better than he was at the same age. "I didn't have that kind of calmness at 19. That's a unique quality of Mainoo," emphasized the Moo legend. Mainoo will enter the new season under more pressure than last year. The English player needs to prove his class immediately, otherwise criticism from experts and fans could once again cause the Red Devils to lose a promising talent that blooms early but fades quickly. 2. Father of Lamine Yamal stabbed and hospitalized. Mouner Nasraoui was attacked in a parking lot in Mataró, Spain. The father of Lamine Yamal was rushed to Canruti Hospital in Badalona. Fans were concerned as social media circulated news of Mr. Nasraoui's critical condition. However, according to Relevo, his condition is not severe. The father of the Barcelona star was discharged from the hospital and is in stable health. Mr. Mouner gained attention for closely following his son during his campaign at Euro 2024 with the Spanish national team. After a divorce, Yamal was raised by his mother and grandmother, though he maintains a good relationship with his father. The two are often seen together in photos whenever they meet. As a successful professional, Yamal even bought a house for his father's family. Mr. Mouner, now 35, expresses immense pride in his son. In a recent interview, he claimed his son could be greater than Lionel Messi. "You can't imagine how proud I am of my son. I always knew he would achieve great things. I have absolute faith. And I believe he can go further and be greater than Messi," Mr. Mouner shared. 3. Pep Guardiola almost quit in his first season at Man City. Upon his arrival at Manchester City, Pep Guardiola faced a crisis after a run of 6 winless games. Pep Guardiola is the most successful manager in the history of Manchester City, with an impressive array of achievements with the club. Little is known that behind the glory, Guardiola once contemplated quitting during his first season. This challenging period is recounted in the 2024 book The Pep Revolution. Inside Guardiola's Manchester City by Martí Perarnau, a close friend of the world-renowned coach. Perarnau narrates the difficulties the Catalan strategist endured in his inaugural season. Starting troubles. On October 29, 2016, Pep endured his first 6-match winless streak since becoming the manager of Manchester City. This dire situation could have worsened during that challenging season. Pep was very concerned. The entire coaching staff felt it too. Poor results had led them into a crisis. Draws against Celtic, Everton, and Southampton, and losses to Tottenham, Barcelona, and Manchester United worried Pep about his position. A 6-game winless streak was unprecedented for a manager as successful as Pep Guardiola. A subsequent victory over West Brom provided temporary relief, but a greater challenge awaited against Barcelona at home in the Champions League group stage return fixture. Pep feared a contract termination if they suffered a heavy defeat against Barca. This would be his first dismissal in his career, placing him in an unfamiliar predicament. The match felt like a do-or-die situation for Pep, but this dire situation seemingly fueled Manchester City to a 3-1 victory despite Barcelona's formidable attack with Messi, Neymar, and Suarez. Despite the win, Pep remained tense. Greater challenges still lay ahead. Acclimating to failure, Manchester City's defense performed poorly, the midfield was disjointed, and Pep had yet to find the perfect partner for Sergio Aguero. Pep confided to his assistants, Dominic Torrent and Mikel Arteta, that he could not solve these issues quickly. Only half of the current squad was eligible for contract extensions. Covering structural flaws with tactics was impossible. Pep's first Christmas in Manchester was bleak. They lost to Chelsea at home, drew with Celtic, and were defeated by Leicester. They gifted a win to Liverpool on New Year's Eve at Anfield and were beaten by Everton. It was a nightmare. Pep even considered giving up. Pundits harshly criticized him, calling for his departure. City was fifth in the league, trailing league leader Chelsea by 10 points. For the first time in his managerial career, Pep's team was out of the title race early in the season. But then, Pep recalled something his colleague Juan Malillo had told him months earlier. Pep, you need to lose more often before you can be sure that you really want to be a manager. Lillo warned Pep about the harsh realities of football. In Manchester, Pep learned all about failure. These continuous and brutal defeats reminded Pep Guardiola of the harsh reality he had to overcome in his coaching career. That was also when the Catalan strategist began learning to overcome failure. He dispelled any thoughts of quitting. For me, losing used to be a disaster. Although I guess I shouldn't use the past tense because I still get shocked whenever I lose, Pep humorously said. Failure is a part of the process, a normal part of sports. The rest, as they say, is history. After 9 seasons with City, Pep Guardiola has led the club to its first ever treble, won the Premier League 5 times in a row, and became a permanent icon at Manchester City. The 2024-25 Premier League season may be Pep Guardiola's last at Man City. The former Barcelona coach hesitated over extending his contract throughout the past summer and mentioned that he could not be bound to Man City forever. Thank you for watching the video. Please give us a like and subscribe for more quality football videos.